This is an important immigration developments you must understand. Today's immigration update is not about a sudden emergency or a last-minute announcement. Instead, this is a clear and essential breakdown of immigration policy changes and enforcement practices that are now actively in effect and impacting immigrants across the United States. Over the past several months, multiple federal agencies, including U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, Department of Homeland Security, and Customs and Border Protection, have implemented stricter review standards, expanded screening systems, and tighter compliance rules. These changes are already affecting green card holders, visa applicants with pending cases, international travelers, individuals waiting on work permits or travel authorization. The biggest risk right now is relying on outdated immigration advice. What worked last year, or even a few months ago, may now cause delays, denials, or serious complications. This briefing explains exactly what is different today, why it matters, and how to protect yourself. What has actually changed in the immigration system? Rather than one single new law, what we are seeing is a system-wide shift in enforcement, review, and oversight. Stricter USCIS case reviews and re-examinations. USCIS has significantly increased scrutiny across many immigration benefit categories. Officers are now required to conduct deeper reviews, and in some situations, secondary reviews of previously approved cases, especially in categories considered high risk. What this means: some older approvals may be audited. More applications are receiving requests for evidence, RFEs. Fewer cases are approved without full documentation review. This does not mean approvals are being revoked at random. It means USCIS is focused on accuracy, eligibility verification, and fraud prevention, and every application must now stand on its own merits with strong evidence. Tougher documentation standards across all filings. Documentation requirements have become noticeably stricter. Applicants should expect longer forms, more detailed questions, higher evidence thresholds, less tolerance for missing or outdated documents. Common issues now causing delays include expired medical exams, insufficient financial sponsorship proof, missing signatures, using outdated form additions. Small mistakes that previously resulted in a simple correction now often lead to processing delays or outright rejections. Expanded biometric screening for travel and re-entry. DHS has fully rolled out its biometric entry-exit tracking system, which is now operational nationwide. What this means in practice: non-U.S. citizens, including green card holders, are photographed and scanned when entering and leaving the U.S. Travel history is instantly matched against immigration databases. Overstays, long absences, and prior violations are easier to detect. Travel is still permitted, but every entry and exit is now carefully logged and analyzed. New sensitivity to filing timing and deadlines. Immigration timing rules are now enforced more strictly. This includes adjustment of status filing windows, visa bulletin cutoff dates, petition and renewal deadlines. Missing a deadline by even one day can now mean rejection instead of acceptance. Lost filing fees, starting the process over. Monitoring the visa bulletin and USCIS filing charts is no longer optional. It is essential. Why green card holders must be especially careful. Lawful permanent residents are not losing rights, but they are facing closer scrutiny, particularly in three key areas: travel risks and residency intent. With enhanced tracking, long trips abroad now raise more questions. Green card holders who stay outside the U.S. for extended periods, travel frequently, lack strong proof of U.S. ties, may face questioning about whether they have abandoned permanent residence. Carrying evidence of U.S. ties, such as employment letters, tax records, or proof of residence, is more important than ever. Re-entry scrutiny at the airport. Re-entry reviews have become more detailed. Officers are paying closer attention to expired or soon-to-expire documents, name inconsistencies, old immigration violations. Even minor discrepancies can now result in secondary inspection. Preparation significantly reduces risk. Citizenship and green card renewal. Applicants for naturalization or green card renewal should be aware that USCIS is now reviewing travel history, tax compliance, past benefit use, any criminal or legal incidents. Issues that once received minimal attention may now require explanation or documentation. Who else is most affected by these changes? These policies impact a wide range of individuals. Adjustment of status applicants, family-based petition beneficiaries, employment-based visa holders, H-1B, L-1, etc., international students, e-stay and visitor visa travelers, individuals waiting for EADs or advance parole. Anyone with an ongoing or upcoming immigration process should assume higher scrutiny and slower processing. Travel and re-entry. Current risk. You must understand. Travel is now one of the highest risk points in the immigration process. Expect longer inspection times, routine biometric verification, increased likelihood of secondary inspection. For advance parole users, never travel without the approved document. Carry proof of your pending case. Understand that re-entry is discretionary. Short, well-planned trips reduce exposure to risk. USCIS processing and backlogs. This is what to expect. USCIS processing is becoming more deliberate. Applicants should prepare for more RFEs, request for evidence, possible interviews where they were previously waived. Longer wait times in some categories. Backlogs remain significant, and accuracy now takes priority over speed. What you should do right now. Immediate action checklist. Review expiration dates on all documents. Start renewals early. Keep organized copies of everything. Monitor your case status weekly. Read official updates regularly. Compliance today requires active management, not passive waiting. These common mistakes immigrants are still making. Avoid these errors. Traveling with borderline valid documents. Filing using outdated forms. Missing visa bulletin filing windows. Ignoring USCIS notices. Relying on unofficial advice. Most immigration problems today come from assumptions, not wrongdoing. Final guidance. How to protect your immigration status. The current immigration environment is stricter, slower, and far less forgiving of mistakes, but it is manageable with preparation. Protect yourself by staying informed, planning ahead, documenting thoroughly, seeking professional advice for complex cases. If you follow the rules carefully, your case can still move forward successfully. Immigration policy does not always change loudly, but enforcement changes quietly, and that is where people get caught off guard. Staying informed is no longer optional, it is protection. If this explanation helped you, stay connected. We continue to monitor updates from USCIS, DHS, CBP, and the Department of State, and explain what they actually mean for real people and real cases. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next update.